So you guys, here it is, day 2. And I just want to say, Michelle, your talk again yesterday was absolutely amazing.
Mhm.
And so many good questions and things to ask. It was really awesome. Really
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you. They're not always easy, but um, sometimes the hardest questions get us the best answers.
But that's the point of change, right? I mean, change isn't necessarily easy. If it
No.
if it was, we would all be where
Oh,
we
I know.
needed to be
Yeah.
and doing all the things that we needed to do if it was easy. So it's not meant to be easy.
No, no.
Which is a perfect segue into what I'm going to talk about with everyone today, and that is the confidence and the plan that you need to create in your life in order to move forward on the things that Michelle helped you with yesterday. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to really take a moment and celebrate yourself for coming to this summit, being a change agent, because that is hard to see the possibility in your life and say, there's something I want more, and there's something I want to accomplish by the end of this year, needs to be celebrated. And I'm all about celebrations because without them, we forget about all the wonderful things that we are doing on a daily basis to get to where it is that we are right now. We dismiss things. We tend to just park them over off in the corner. Oh, yes, I did that, but right? It's like, look at all this stuff over here that I haven't yet done. And we're going to put a stop to that because the way you create confidence to move forward is through those celebrations. It is to recognize that you are doing things and it is action that creates confidence. Messy action, wrong action, right action, it doesn't matter what it is. It is the fact that you are literally taking a step in the direction that you think that you need to go and where it is that you want to go that creates that confidence. But we're going to get into that in a bit. I want to circle back to what Michelle said yesterday about those whys, questions of the whys, because not only does that help you to drill down into why it's important that you have this goal, where we've got a few more months left in this year and we're going to like nail the end of this year because you're going to do something with those goals that you had at the beginning of January. We were going to get them back on course, at least one of them, and we're going to move forward with that. But the why of that is so really important. Not only does it help you drill down into the real importance of the why, of what it is that you want to accomplish and why that goal is important, but if you have written them down, you get to review those and visit those every single day so that you're constantly reminding yourself, this is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm willing to be uncomfortable. This is why I'm willing to take messy action, fail, succeed, do all of the things that I need to do in order to get to that place that I want to go to. So the whys are really important. Now, if you're anything like me, I get so motivated, so juiced up about goals and doing stuff. And it's like, oh my God, oh yeah, I had like 25 at the beginning of the year. Let me revisit those 25. No, we're not going to do that. We can't do that. We're going to zero in on one thing. Now, I know your brain's going to go, but wait, I can do more than that. It's like, yeah, you can. And you can try and do that. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you from doing something, but I want you to focus in, laser focus in on the one thing that you want to complete for the end of 2023. Because that is what is going to create and give you the confidence and the ability to do any of these other things that you want to do that you had listed at the beginning of 2023. So let's take a look at this. Let's say, for example, you decide that weight loss is something that was really important to you and you want to lose 15 pounds by January 2023. What I After you've gone through those 7 whys, Why do I want to lose 15 pounds? Well, because I want to be healthier. Why is being healthier important? Well, because, I want to have good health into my, elder years. Why is that important? Well, because I have a grandson and I want to be able to play with my grandson unencumbered. Why is that important? Because I want to be a role model for my kids. Why is that important? Like you've got all of these reasons now as to why you want to lose that 15 pounds between now and the end of the year. Plus the fact that you're really getting connected to the reason behind it. And some of those reasons could simply be because I really want to look good and I really want to wear that outfit that's been sitting in my closet that I refuse to throw out, even though I should have 10 years ago. I still want to wear that outfit. So whatever it is, that's okay. Know that they're your reasons, and that's all that's important. Now that you've done that, now we can start to put together the plan that's going to take you to the finish line. I want you to realize that every single action plan that you put down, and you're going to write this out, because I want you to write out what it is that you think that you're going to do in order to lose those 15 pounds. And that doesn't mean starting off with an intermittent fasting plan of 18 hours off and 6 hours on, or I'm going to cut my calories down 800 calories a day, or some crazy thing. We're going to do this in a reasonable way because you are going to let your brain know that you are capable of that success. And every time you have that success, you're reinforcing to yourself that you can make correct decisions, that you can make decisions, and that you're willing to move forward. That is how confidence is built. That is exactly how confidence is built. Now, we'll start off with, let's say, for example, this week, I'm going to decide that I'm not going to eat after dinner. So after my dinner's finished, I'm not going to eat. That's what I'm going to promise myself to do. The promising yourself is also the action and confidence builder more so than anything else. When we follow through on a promise that we have said to ourselves, there is nothing that creates more confidence quicker than that follow through. Now, I also want to say that there is going to be failures along that way. You might be really good Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you eat a pint of ice cream after dinner. But that's okay. It's not about the fact that you ate the pint of ice cream. It's about being a detective and going, why did I do that? Why did I do that? I didn't want to do it. So what happened? What was going on? And creating that self-awareness, which creates the confidence to be able to evaluate as a detective. And as Michelle said yesterday, without the self-judgment, because judgment gets us nowhere. In fact, it takes us so many steps back. We have to leave judgment at the door and go, I'm a human being. Life is not going to be perfect. I am going to be challenged probably every day of my life in some capacity. And there are going to be some days where that pint of ice cream is calling to me. It's like, this is how you're going to fix it. And you have to understand that the only reason that that has happened is because that's how you have fixed it in the past for so many years. Your brain knows how to do that really well. It knows how to make you feel good in the moment really well by going to get that ice cream. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing's gone wrong. We just need to understand, why did that happen? Well, I got some really bad news. I had a terrible day at work. My car broke down. My fridge blew up. I got, the washing machine's got suds all over the floor. My cat urinated in all my shoes, which, by the way, happened to me this morning. It's like, like stuff happens to us, right? So we have to be the detective and go, okay, it's okay. I understand now what that is. I understand why I ate the ice cream. I'm going to be on to that the next time. Tomorrow, if it happens again tomorrow, I'm going to be on to that. And I'm willing to be uncomfortable and just sit with my feelings. Just like Michelle said yesterday, we have to connect and not be afraid of our feelings. We are human beings that are designed to feel both good and bad things. We can't identify all the good stuff in our life if we don't feel bad and uncomfortable. And it is through the uncomfortableness that true growth happens, just like Michelle said yesterday. That is where growth truly takes place, is in the ability to go, I really want that ice cream, but you know what? I'm just going to feel like crap for a little bit and know that nothing's wrong, everything's okay, and I'm going to come through that, and I'm going to be stronger because I'm willing to not eat the ice cream. I'm going to have more confidence in myself. I'm going to be proud of myself. All of those things fuels the confidence, and we get to celebrate. That's the most important part of this whole thing, is that every night that you don't eat after dinner, when you're going to bed, you need to do a little dance of joy around your bed, or as you're doing your teeth or whatever it is, you need to do that little dance of joy and go, nailed it. I nailed it. I did it. And if you didn't do it, but you figured it out, you get to do the dance of joy all over again and go, wow, I figured this out. I figured out that I ate the pint of ice cream because I had such a crappy day. And I know that I can do better tomorrow. And I'm not going to hate on myself because I slipped up, or whatever it is that you want to call it. So we do that for a week. Let's say it's the no eating, and then we're really good at that. We're celebrating. We're realizing, you know what, man, I can do stuff. I've got this nailed. I can do it. Then we're going to add in something else, like maybe I'm just not going to eat sugar anymore deliberately. I'm not going to eat cookies or eat ice cream or eat the candy or whatever happens to be the thing. And we work on that for a little bit. But we have to make it reasonable. We have to, again, let me go back to that whole point of your brain wants you to succeed. It really does. And you want to succeed. So when we make it reasonable and we make it doable, we get to have those celebrations. We get to do that success. And then all of a sudden, it's December 15th and you've built one thing on top of another. And all of a sudden, you're down 12 pounds and you're like, wow, look at this is really working. This is really working. Because when we create a goal, we are where we are, and we think about that destination. The destination is just the cherry on top. That's all that is. It is the journey that is the most magnificent part of the goal. It is the journey. It's the learning. It's the growth. It's all the uncomfortableness. It's the figuring it all out. That is what is so incredible about that goal. When you get to it, you get to look back and go, wow, man, did I ever learn a lot about myself? Did I ever learn a lot about what I'm capable of and what I can do and what I can do when I don't feel like it? And that motivation, I've got it. I got self-discipline. I got all of those things. I got grit. I can get there because this is the journey. That's the most important part. Once you're there, again, we tend not to celebrate that goal very long. We go, oh yeah, lost 15 pounds. Well, you know what? Now I got to do this. It's like, wait a minute. We just worked really hard on that. Let's really take the moment to celebrate the greatness of that, to really celebrate the greatness of you, because it didn't happen without you. It didn't happen without you. And that plan has created the confidence, and plans adjust, right? We set out a plan. We think, okay, this is what I need to do. I'm going to do this, 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 and this. And we start off and it's like, okay, I need to course correct. This isn't going to work for me right now. I'm going to do something different. And we have to be that detective and that willingness to be flexible in our approach and what it is that we're doing. Be kind to yourself and know that you have built the confidence to do anything. It's within you. Every action you do creates confidence. And my friends, Tracy is going to help you tomorrow with putting the plan into your calendar, how to figure out what it is that you need to do. If you're adding workouts, if you're doing, prepping for meals, or whatever it is that you need time for to accomplish this, that becomes part of those actionable plans that create the confidence that gets you to the finish line. But enjoy the journey, because it's the best part of getting to the goal.
Fantastic.
Yes, I think that was amazing.
That was awesome, Tracy.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love your piece throughout the whole thing about celebrating.
Yeah.
I think that was, if anything, even reminding myself that if we don't celebrate throughout the journey, when we get to the destination, we're not going to celebrate, or we're not going to feel fulfilled. And so thank you for reminding me to do that.
Every workout, every run, every time you put on that weighted vest, it's like, man, look at me. Look at me. Tracy, every time you do your posts and your emails and the stuff that is so uniquely you, it's like, look at me. Look what I'm doing. Yes, we do. And we don't, because we think, oh, well, whatever, right? And we do. We just tend to throw everything off to the side and go, oh, yeah, I did that, but.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
On to the next.
Like, it's like, but we dismiss it and we make it meaningless. That's the problem, right? It's like, every run that you've ever done, Michelle, my God, it's like put you into where you are right now, into the superhuman being that you have created. You have done that yourself. Like, it's phenomenal. And you, Tracy, like, your ability to do tech and to help somebody do tech and to help them with Instagram and help them with Facebook and all of the stuff that you do, the ability to give to other people so they can become great, is your greatness. And you need to celebrate that so much, so much. Along with all of us being mothers and partners and dog owners and cat owners and the whole 9 yards.
Oh, I'm sorry about your cat.
Oh my God, seriously, that truly happened.
That sounds so cat-like too.
But
so happened, yeah.
Amazing. So now we have the awareness and clarity. We have the action plan and the confidence. And so to roll it all up in one big, beautiful bow will be Tracy Gurney tomorrow. So we can't.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, I am too. I'm excited.
Me too.
I'm excited about it. So until tomorrow, guys.